What is going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider subscribing. Now let's get to it. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the HyperX Cloud Alpha S gaming headset. So let's go ahead and get started. The colorway on this is blue on black, and it looks very discreet. Really cool. Let's go. So the main reason why I purchased this headset, which I did personally purchase this is not sponsored or anything, though HyperX, if you want, hit me up, let me know. I wouldn't mind taking a look at some of your other products. They actually look very, very interesting. And the main thing with HyperX is they're just very, very competitive with their pricing. So I'll just get that out of the way right now. This headset normally is $129 USD. I got them on sale for $90 USD, so it was a no-brainer for me to just pick them up. I was actively looking to replace my current wireless headset, which are my SteelSeries Arctic 7s, which they're a good quality headset, but for me, it was just too uncomfortable. I couldn't bear it anymore. Maybe it's just the tension. I'm not sure what it was, but I could not adjust these to be comfortable for me. And I didn't even realize it either. It's just my ears always hurt. I always thought, man, it's just probably I'm on the computer too long, or maybe it's just me, something about me, didn't really blame the product. And then my fiance got her Corsair HS70s, if I'm not mistaken. They're a wireless pair made by Corsair, but I tried them on and it was a world of a difference. So I was just like, man, I'm doing something wrong here. So I did a quick Google search and I was looking for the #1 factor for my next headset was comfort. And that's where HyperX came in. Every reviewer and forum just spoke so highly of the comfort. And I'm here to confirm that for this, at least, the Cloud Alpha S, 100% super comfortable. All right, so let's go ahead and do this little, what does it come with thing that I like to do, just a general overview. It comes with an additional set of ear cups. These are cloth versus the pre-installed ones, which are leather. The ear pads do not bend. They only go they move like this. They do not go left to right, no 90 degrees. The top has a leather finish to it with some texture, with an embossed HyperX logo. Blue stitching all the way around, no fraying, really good quality. Memory foam in the interior part of it that fits on the top of your head. And then just super comfortable leatherette pads here. Now, the leatherette pads pre-installed, and what they're going to do for you is provide better sound insulation, so you have minimal, if any, audio leakage. Great for if you share space with anyone or you're just trying to keep conscious of not being too loud around others. The cloth ones are going to breathe a little bit better, but they are prone to some sound leakage. That's a given because of the material. But they do have a little bit of leatherette, so it's not going to be super terrible unless you listen to music or game really, really loud, in which case then it's a free-for-all. Okay, it also comes with this travel bag here. This is great for any mobile professional that is maybe just on the go working, on the go traveling, or if you're doing, well, I guess you can consider it working too, but this is a gaming headset. If you're into esports and you travel for tournaments, that is a positive right there too. You can keep all your gear inside of there and prevent any scratch damage and things of that nature. Keep it dust free, really good. Has a detachable microphone. I'm not going to do a mic test on this video, but to sum it up, it's acceptable quality. It's pretty good, clear, concise. You're not going to miss a beat if you're communicating with your teams in a game, or if you're doing web conferencing. No one will have a problem hearing you. It sounds good. It just doesn't compare to if you use like a condenser, third-party microphone, like a lot of streamers, for example. I myself have a Yeti microphone and an AKG that I switch off and on, and it doesn't sound anything like that, but it is still good. In fact, depending on what you're trying to do, I'm probably going to use this for some of my streaming because I just don't like having too much stuff around. I want to keep it minimal, so this helps. So just let that be a point to be made there, is I think it's acceptable enough to where I'll stream with it. Now, the design itself is very simple. I like the aesthetic. I like the fact that HyperX normally does the black on red. This is the blue on black, and it's very discreet. This model actually just came out with a new colorway too. It's black on black, so it's even more discreet. So if you like to take these on the go, it's not going to scream, hey, I'm playing video games over here, which is really nice. Keeps it nice and discreet. only have the 2 connections there. On a wireless headset, you usually have all your controls there, and additionally you have the weight of batteries in there, which this doesn't have, so it's nice and light. It has some weight to it, but I think it just makes it feel more quality, which can be, you know, a little misleading, but as far as what I can see and feel, everything feels well built and looks well built, so I think that's not a fake it till you make it situation. It does have these bass sliders here. Are they a gimmick? They can be to some. Do I think they're a gimmick? Yeah, to be honest, a little bit. And the reason why I say that is a very minimal difference on what I'm hearing, but I'm not an audiophile or anything like that, guys, so take that as you will. When I put this headset on, plug it in, plug and play, I like the fact that there's no additional software, and it sounds good. To me, it sounds good. Now, when I shut them, that just means, you know, on the fly, minimal bass, open it full, you get full bass, and it's just an on the fly setting. So obviously you can still go into your software and tweak it however you like it if you really care about really dialing in your sound preference. But for me, it does an acceptable job. In fact, this is something you're probably going to just set it once and just completely forget about it. So I just leave it wide open. If I feel the need to adjust it later on, then I'll just do it in software. So not a big deal. Overall, the sound quality is very, very good. You'll also find some holes here along the top, and that's just going to affect like the dual chamber technology that they use. Essentially, HyperX for this headset uses a 50mm driver, and it has different zones inside that you cannot see, and it separates the sound. It's a big thing for them, so if you visit the HyperX website, there's like a diagram and everything, but essentially it just singles out the frequencies, supposedly giving you a more robust sound experience. In my opinion, again, I'm not going to get down to that level, it sounds good to me, so it works really good. As far as durability, I don't see this having any issues setting it down. I generally take care of my stuff though, so really up to you. If you slam your headphones down all the time, no matter how much they cost, then more than likely you're going to have a lot of excessive wear and tear, and they're probably going to break really quick. So just be gentle, and I'm sure they'll last a good long while. It connects with this 3.5mm jack. It is a 4-pole connection. The cable is braided. They give you a decent length from the headphone to the mixer. Now from the mixer to the USB end that it shares, really a lot of cable length, which can be a pro and con, or con to each individual person. So it just depends on personal preference. For me, I mean, you can always tuck away the extra cabling. It's better to have too much than too little, right? I don't know. But the only thing I don't like about it though is the braiding on it is so thick and tight that it just won't sit flat. Like, it just kind of does what it wants because the cabling is so thick. So here's the controller. It has 7.1 surround sound built in, so you click it on, click it off. It does have your main volume controls as well as game mix mode, which is, you can press that, you have your game volume higher than your chat volume, or you can press to have more chat volume than game volume, so up to you. Cool that it has it. The fact that you don't need software is a plus, so anyone that wants to keep it minimal, that's great. On the side, it's got a mic mute button. If you press it, it'll glow very bright red, very noticeable, and if you hold it in, you'll activate or deactivate your mic side tone feature. And what that is, for anyone that doesn't know, is that if you activate the mic side tone, you'll be able to hear yourself in your headset. And the benefit to that is making sure, A, that your microphone is working correctly, and 2, that you'll help you control your actual natural talking volume. A tendency that happens is when you have very, very good sound isolation in your headset and your volume of whatever you're doing, your media, your gaming, is higher, you generally talk louder when you're speaking because you cannot hear yourself. So the fact that if you activate mic side tone, that'll help keep your actual natural talking voice more natural, so you're not overstraining your voice. And also, again, it goes to sharing space. You won't be too distracting or annoying to other people that could be potentially around you or downstairs in the same room, etc., etc. So it's just a very considerate feature, both for monitoring yourself, but also making sure you're not over fatiguing yourself, especially with talking. So really cool. So overall, now 7.1, Is it worth it? I would not ever buy a gaming headset for like surround sound functionality. I always personally think that the stereo sound is the best, but to each their own. Definitely try it out. It's easy to activate on the fly and deactivate. Did I like it? No. But again, I can honestly say I've never used any type of gaming headset from any company that had a virtual 7.1 surround sound that I liked. I always think it sounds too tinny, but again, it just depends on what you're doing, so personal preference. Maybe it'll work good in games, but I'm so used to using stereo, and I think it sounds more full that I prefer that over the 7.1. And I think that just about covers everything here. Very simple testing here. Again, if you want to check out a microphone test, harass me in the comments and I'll get around to it. But ultimately, there's a lot of other YouTubers that are doing it, and the key thing that I took away from it though was, again, I think they had some personal settings applied onto their testing because each video sounded different, but each video though did share the fact that you were able to hear what they were saying without any issue, and it was just whether or not it sounded more clear or if there was a little bit of static to it, but it was all audible, very easy to understand. So overall as a package, I think it's a great pick. So for HyperX, the main thing I wanted and was looking for was comfort, and I got that, and I'm walking away also with the fact that it's just made very well. The sound is very good to me, in my personal opinion, and then the price point that I got it for was more than acceptable. $90. I think I paid like $150 or $170 for my other set, so this is a very good buy. At $129 USD, it's normal pricing. I would think a little bit more just because there's a lot of options out there, but I would still definitely consider this. Just do your research and then definitely check your pricing, especially the day that you're going to buy. As you're going along, it helps to be a little crazy about it and check every day to see your different options, because different retailers are marking things down randomly all the time. So I mean, HyperX 30% off, so that's how I got it for this price. But they also have a different model that's wireless that went on sale, and it took like $70 off, so it made it the normal price of this headset. So to each their own. So just keep that open. If if you're on a budget, I can understand completely. You don't want to spend hundreds of dollars, on a headset. You might just not have that money, but don't keep those options out of your search category just because they could get priced down to a similar price as like a lower grade set that is more manageable for you. So that's my thoughts of the day, but in the end, I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit. You can see what it comes with. My comments on the quality, it's great. I highly recommend this headset. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Again, hope you found it helpful. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please consider it, but if not, it's cool. Hope you found this video helpful regardless. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you're staying safe out there. See ya.